Welcome back to News 46. A pickup truck caught fire Saturday morning in the parking lot of a local casino.
Early Sunday morning, we were dispatched for a report of a vehicle fire. Initial reports were that there was fire showing out of the engine compartment. Upon arrival of our first two engine company, they found a fire in the engine compartment. However, it was quickly extending into the passenger compartment of a pickup truck. The driver did a great job, kept it away from all the immediate exposures, other parked vehicles, buildings in the area. Quick extinguishment with engine one crew arriving, and there were no injuries.
So that is a concern, isn't it? Because if it was in close proximity to other vehicles inside the parking lot.
It's not unheard of to have vehicles parked and have them catch on fire, and they quickly extend to the nearby parked vehicles through the radiant heat.
The car was a complete loss, right?
Actually, there was the vehicle engine compartment and into the passenger compartment was sustained severe fire damage. However, the bed of the pickup truck, transmission, some of those other parts were fine.
Anybody injured?
There was no injuries.
Do you know how the fire started?
It appeared to be a mechanical malfunction within the engine compartment.
Assemblyman James Oscarson spoke to News 46 about Immunize Nevada.
Immunize Nevada is an organization that provides immunizations at no cost throughout the state of Nevada, both north and south, and rurals especially, which really is important for us here. They've been providing immunizations at the hospital for the back-to-school clinics and the flu shot clinics for 6 or 7 years that I'm aware of now.
Right here at our hospital, and I heard that you also did one in Logandale?
We were able to pull together a group of folks to do a flu clinic in Logandale. They were not going to have one this last cycle, and between Immunize Nevada and Walgreens, we were able to pull it off and gave almost 200 flu shots in an evening.
Wow. And you and your daughter are being recognized tonight for that, huh?
Bryn and I, Bryn deserves all the credit for that. Those that know Bryn know that she's real passionate about healthcare, and this was an event she put together in Logandale that really she deserves the credit for. I'm just tagging along.
How can people get their children immunized?
Well, most of the time it's through their physician, their primary care physician, or through their pediatrician. But there's other areas that you can go to. You can go to the clinics and take care of that. And in the back-to-school fairs, generally, as a rule, we offer those at no cost, as well as the flu shots for the kids.
And they'll be having that here at Desert View Hospital right before school starts.
Exactly. There'll be a big back-to-school push, and the hospital always does a great job with that service to the community, and it's great. We're very pleased to do that and honored to be able to participate in that.
There's been a lot of talk about not immunizing children, and some people very passionately on both sides regarding that. Why is it important?
You know, I think that overwhelmingly the research has shown that there's true benefits to that, to be able to be immunized and have your children immunized. We know that there are some against it, and certainly there are some opportunities for them to opt out if they want to. But at this point in time, the information that I've seen certainly shows that it's much more beneficial.
And so there's WebIZ. What is that?
WebIZ is an opportunity for people to be able to have their children immunized, but have it in a database that the state has. So the school nurse can go in and check, the pediatrician can go in and check, the healthcare provider, the physician extender can go in and check and make sure that child has all their immunizations up to date. It's a much easier way than the old white fold-over cards or yellow fold-over cards that we used to have, or the white yellow sheets of paper that we used to have.
You can still transfer the information from those cards into WebIZ, right, by taking it to your physician?
Absolutely, and they can enter all that information for you.
And here's what's happening in your weekend sports.
Weekend Sports is brought to you by Jason Ernest at Mountain West Lawyers and Wolfenstein Construction. The Beatty boys and girls track teams competed at the Meadows event. The boys came in fourth with 56 points and the girls third with 77. The Hornets took second in the 3,200-meter run, in the shot put, and the 4,200-meter relay. The girls' team took first in the shot put and third in the discus. The Lady Hornets took second in the 1,600, the 3,200, and the 4,800 relay. In baseball, Beatty hosted Tonopah and was swept in a doubleheader on Friday. They then traveled to Indian Springs on Tuesday and lost a non-league game to Indian Springs. The Muckers beat the Hornets 3-8 overall, 0-2 Division IV Central. In league action, 12-2 in the first game and 19-5 in the second game. The Thunderbirds beat Beatty 11-4. For the Hornets, Nick Zamora went 1-3, 1 run, 1 RBI, and a stolen base. Jacob Henry was 1-2 with an RBI, and Isias Femont had 2 RBIs. The Trojan baseball team played Sierra Vista on Tuesday. The game was tied at 2-2, and the Trojans had runners on first and second, with the go-ahead run at second and no outs at the bottom of the sixth inning. Sierra Vista turned a double play and then picked off the winning run at home plate on the next play. The Mountain Lions then won the game 3-2 in the next inning. With the loss, the Trojans, 11-14 overall, 4-7 Sunset League, playoff hopes are dimmed further because they now have to win all the rest of their games, which includes beating Faith Lutheran, undefeated in league. This has been your Week in Sports. I'm Noah Began for News 46.
Thanks so much, Noah. Well, Noah, we'll be back here after this break with your weather.